Welcome to GameGorgon. I'm Indigo.
And I'm Krug.
And today, we're going to be talking about Magic the Gathering, the Arena.
Yeah, well, it's just Magic the Gathering Arena! Magic the Gathering Arena is the latest release from Wizards of the Coast in their Magic the Gathering environment, ecosystem sort of thing. It's a little bit confusing for us, so you're going to have to bear with us a little bit.
Now, it's not the actions themselves that's confusing, it's why that they're doing them.
Yeah, and we'll get into that. We're going to take a step back, talk about what it is, and then we'll kind of talk about why we're super confused. So Magic the Gathering Arena, for those of you that don't know, is a new way to play Magic the Gathering online. So it's going to release with the latest cards and the latest rule sets, as opposed to Magic the Gathering Online, which has every card ever printed that Wizards has ever printed. And so the goal is to provide like an up-to-date competitive experience for players. And then also, obviously, there's, you know, the microtransaction element of it all. You can buy card packs. There's the collecting aspect of everything. All of that's still there, but now it's just in a new client. I think you can get an idea of where we're a little bit confused already.
Yeah, it's like, why not do what an already successful online card-playing game does,
Hearthstone,
which is have a wild or have a, you know, all the cards in the world game, and then also have a standard version, which is the newest and greatest cards that people play.
It doesn't even make sense from a monetization perspective, right? Like, as far as I'm concerned, you want people to have access to the rules. And so what Blizzard has done with the standard and wild thing has made the competitive scene for Hearthstone a more comprehensible, smaller set of rules, as opposed to every rule ever, but then left the every rule ever option for players that want to play that. That's just an option you can choose in the client. I don't see the value to the players or to the developer for having two different clients for this. It really doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, if they decided to come out and say, hey, everyone, we're going to make Magic the Gathering Arena, and Magic the Gathering the Arena was the new version of the game, and we're going to no longer support, or we're going to support it, but not really.
Yeah.
That would make way more sense than right now, which is like, oh, we're going to keep the old Magic the Gathering online.
Not only are they going to keep the old Magic the Gathering online, they're going to continue to develop it, and they're going to continue to release new packs into it.
Yeah,
why are you doing that? I don't get it. I mean, they can't just not develop that game anymore, right? Because then nobody plays it. So they have to have a reason to want to keep people in there, and that's the new content, obviously. But then they're also going to put that new content into MTG Arena, like.
Well, and the reason why they said that they're moving to MTG Arena in the first place is the fact is that they're going to move over to a different system. They're using Unity now. They're going to be able to highlight and add and have better comprehension and be able to have a lot more control over everything. Yeah. Super cool.
They say that they're developing a new rule system for the game so that even like really strange kind of hyper-specific card interactions are going to be handled by the game, and it's going to understand those interactions really well. And again, why are you not doing this for all of your games? Why is it just this one game? I don't understand.
Yeah.
And if you're going to put this rule set into your previous games, then you're homogenizing them and making them pointless. So you're either gimping one of your titles by not giving it this great rule set that you've just created that handles every single little exception, or you're homogenizing up to 3 titles, up to 3 games.
And here's the
other.
And
then why are you doing that? Just give us one.
Well, and here's the other thing with
angrier than I thought we were going to be.
I'm so angry about Magic the Gathering. And here's the other thing that even further confuses me is now you're also now splitting your player base amongst 3 separate games. Why are you doing that?
So
there's already so many other games that are out there that, like, you've got Blizzard's Hearthstone, you've got the new Witcher Gwent game, you've got Magic the Gathering, which has a huge basis in real cards.
Oh, hey, did you mention Hearthstone?
I did mention Hearthstone.
Hearthstone's really popular, and they're going into that space trying to compete with Hearthstone. And yes, they have their 2 decades of experience in this space. They don't have 2 decades in the digital space.
Yeah.
They have 2 decades in the physical, actual card trading game space, which is cool. You need more to compete with Blizzard, and I don't think you're doing it very well.
But if you yourself, the player, would like to try this out, there are a couple ways that you can sign up. Below, if you go ahead and look in the description, we're actually going to put a link out there that you guys can actually click on and sign up. But there's some advantages.
Yeah, so it's a closed beta, so you have to sign up and get approved. The invitations are going to be going out later this year, whatever that means. You do, if you have certain accounts in other games, you can get priority access, which means basically you'll get bumped up to the priority access tier of the list, and then everyone else is going to be at the bottom, so once they get through the priority, they'll start going through the less priority people. And so there are a couple ways of doing that. If you're a Magic Duels player and you link your CSID with your Wizards account, and you use that Wizards account to sign up for the beta, you get priority access by default. If you're a Magic Online player, you get priority access if you participate in the Ixalan pre-release.
Cool.
Yeah.
But here's the other thing, is it's going to be a PC-only release until they're ready for other forms?
Yeah, so they're using Unity. They say that they have the ability to really easily move this title onto other platforms, but it's starting off as an PC-only release.
Super get that. Super get that.
Yeah, and your timeline was correct. It's just kind of when they decide it's ready to happen. They haven't provided an actual date, unfortunately. The game's going to be free to play. It's going to have microtransactions, obviously, and they haven't really gone into what those are going to be, but I think we can all just kind of educated guess they're going to be very similar to Hearthstones. You pay for packs, you pay for cosmetic things, and you go about your way.
Now, the real question today is really, does adding a third platform make sense to you guys? And if so, please let us know down in the comments. If not, we want to also hear from you guys and say we're right, because we love it when you tell us we're right.
And I want to be clear, they have an FAQ, which I'll link to the FAQ as well, that explains what their actual goals are for releasing this new title. I don't get it still. I read it multiple times, I still don't understand. So I really want to know if somebody could explain this to me in layman's terms. That would be wonderful. Or if you agree with me and you think that I'm, validate me. I love being validated. Please.
See? I told you we like to be told that we're right.
We do.
That being said, this is GameGorgon. I'm Indigo.
And I'm Krug.
See you guys tomorrow.